everybody, this is Buddy Smooth Crypto once again, and we are here with another lesson from the Crypto King. We're going to be discussing support and resistance, but before we go on and do that, the $10,000, not $10,000, $1,000 giveaway still on. Go to my YouTube channel and subscribe, and once we reach 1,000 subscribers, we'll be giving away either $100 to 10 random subscribers or $1,000 to one random subscriber. But for you to go, before we do that, you guys have to go and vote to my Instagram page, go to my highlights and vote either for us giving 10 people $100 or one person $1,000 in either cash, crypto, or currency of their choice. I wouldn't say gold, right? Not gold, but go and do that first. And yeah, I'll hand it over to Crypto King. Let me just get it out of the way. Go ahead, man.
Okay, so for today's lesson, we're going over basic support and resistance and how I trade off of historical levels of support and resistance. So from the previous video, we're going to throw the Fibonacci retracement on. Again, it's swing low to swing high, staying as current as you can, as precise as you can get it with the swing low wick to the swing high wick. And then from here, we will get into our support and resistance. So right now we're on the Bitcoin paired with the US dollar, the monthly time frame. So each candlestick here represents 1 month worth of trading. And we're using the Bitstamp data on TradingView, obviously. So when it comes to support and resistance, resistance really is a level that, you know, candle bodies close below have a hard time closing above. If you look at this candle here on January of 2021, the wick went all the way up to about $42,000, but by the time the monthly candle actually closed, it closed around $33,000. So at the time, that would have been a large level of resistance until the February came along and just completely annihilated that previous wick. So when it comes to support and resistance, you want to stay on the larger time frames to get really the best levels of support and resistance. So here I like to draw it with the rectangle drawing tool, and we're going to start at resistance. We're going to just kind of look at the crosshairs of the crosshairs of the cursor here, and I like to click it and then drag it out and just look at the line. I have it drawn from that wick over there, and let's just touch it to the bottom of this current monthly candlestick. So from here you could see right now it's previously acted as resistance in the past for 1, 2, 3, 4 months, where the candle body didn't close above the top portion of resistance, but now it's currently acting as support. So that's the biggest thing to know, is that previous resistance becomes support. So, which right now, that's why we have some support on the current month that we're in, which is the very beginning of November. So from here, we'll find a level of real, true, tried and true support. So I look for wicks, such as this one. I look for candle body. We have another candle body within that region, a wick, candle body, and then another wick. So we'll get that rectangle tool. We'll start at the top of this wick here in January. Find the top of that wick. We'll drag this out. And then we'll just look to the right. We're looking over here at these touch points here, the candle body, and it goes through the wick here. So we just want to really line that up. We'll bring it down here. Click. And then from here, really just to keep this simple as we can, we're going to just do one resistance level and one support level. So from the monthly time frame, we're going to go down to the weekly now. Adjust your chart. Make it a little bit bigger for you guys. So you could see here in the past, this resistance level was pretty strong. We had the wick come up and touch it before the next week was rejected. We drove right back up into that zone, that resistance zone. We did push above it just momentarily, and then we just struggled with it. We have wicks, candle body before another rejection. Then we came up and retested the top of the resistance level before we melted. So that just validates that this is a strong area of resistance. So now it's flipped. Now that we're back above this level of resistance, we have 1, 2, 3, and we're at our fourth weekly candle above this previous resistance level. That just shows that it's a very strong level of support currently. And you could see we have some wicks came in here, some wicks retesting. And also you could see the wicks too. They may come down below the area of support, but they get bought back up relatively quickly. So now let's just rewind and come back over here. So after we got rejected from this level of resistance, we came back down to the levels of support down here, which I don't like this level of support too much right now, just because when we did come down to test it, we just kept melting. So I will lower this. So this is just really validating your levels. You want to look at them and see really what makes sense. That's why you go on to you look at the monthly time frame first of all, then you go down into the weekly time frame to validate those levels. So now we're going to zoom out a little bit. I need to find the end of this, bring it back here, and let's just try to figure out a better spot for this level of support. So right now I'm looking at these two candle bodies on the left side with this wick as well. So maybe we'll have this drawn from the top of this wick here, January 25th. And then let's look to the right. We have these two candle bodies. We have this candle body and this wick. So I would say we could really draw this from the top of these two candle bodies down to the bottom of these two candle bodies. And just know that if price does start to pull back and come down to the 61.8 or the 78.6, we have a good area of support down here, really just above the 78.6. So when you're looking for support and resistance, I just like to stick to the monthly time frame, get my levels from there, and then go over to the weekly time frame just to validate those levels. And also, as you start trading a little bit more, getting a little more into trading, then you could have different colors. So I would have my support and resistance on my monthly time frame, maybe a really dark, bold red. And then on my weekly time frame, maybe, a little lighter red. And then if I do one on the daily 4-hour chart, I would have it a really faded red, one you could really see through, just to give you the idea that, okay, this really isn't a strong level, versus it being a darker red or a darker green for support or resistance. Then okay, that's a really strong level that I drew on the monthly or weekly time frame.
So you're using the shade of the color to signal the strength of that level.
Correct. And right now, let's change this so I could practice what I preach. Let's put these as a green because these both are levels of support currently. So we have green here. This also is a level of support. I like to have it green, obviously. And then resistance, I like to have red. So right now we're pretty much at all-time highs. So there's no real level of resistance. So there would be no need to draw any tools. So support and resistance, we really wouldn't be using right now. Resistance specifically, we would be utilizing the Fibonacci currently. And right now we have the Fibonacci set up right now. Let's just do this. Go into the settings, go to reverse here. And right now to guide us, we would have the Fibonacci. So right now we have the $90,000 level to look out for, then the $125,000 level to look out for, because we've never been really at these highs before. These are all-time highs. So there's no levels of resistance that we could look for currently.
So Bitcoin is in price discovery right now.
Not necessarily, but it is close.
Okay.
It's very close to price discovery, and that's why we use the Fibonacci in line with support and resistance. And the next lesson, we'll go over trend lines and counter trend lines. And after that, we'll go over how to use it all together to be a very profitable trader.
And, we'll probably get to do record actual trades so you guys can see, I'll probably do some stuff and then have him see what I did right, what I did wrong. So, just to actually show you guys how it's applied, not just talk about it.
Right. That sounds good. So they could actually see that you're learning with them and see, okay, well, maybe I made that same mistake that, Mr. Buttersmooth made. You could learn from that.
Exactly. But, we're at 11 minutes. You think that's a good time on? Okay. So that's going to be it for today, guys, on the trading, lessons. So for the next one, we'll do trend lines and counter trend lines. But for this one, support and resistance. This is Buttersmooth Crypto. Please make sure you go subscribe to my YouTube channel at Buttersmooth Media Productions and Consultations LLC. And I have to shorten that up. But make sure you go and subscribe, and you'll be entered to win $1,000 giveaway. Either to maybe it could be only one person gets $1,000 either in cash, crypto, or any other currency, or 10 random subscribers get $100 in cash, crypto, whatever currency of their choice. And then but for you guys to vote on that, make sure you go to my Instagram page, follow me at Buttersmooth Media 209, go to my highlights and vote on either giving 10 random YouTube subscribers $100 in their currency of their choice, or one random subscriber $1,000 in the currency of their choice. The choice is yours, guys. Thank you.